So tell me about some of your environmental stance. What do you think about these pipelines that are going to traverse the sea across the state up in
Very
northern Minnesota?
concerned about the pipelines. They're not meant for Minnesota use. They're meant to go through Minnesota.
We're a transporter.
Yes. The only thing I can say about the pipelines that's positive is rail transportation of oil is not a very safe thing, as we see the recent incident in West Virginia where even the newer rail cars exploding. It's a huge problem. I'm really pleased the Dayton administration's, the Pollution Control Agency actually stepped in and said, we've got to protect the wetlands, we've got to protect our natural areas here, we can't do what Enbridge Pipeline Company wants to do. We've got to do it the right way if we're going to do this. And I'm really pleased. They took a bold stand. The Pollution Control Agency in the past has never done things like that. I got to say, if we're going to put pipelines, we got to make sure they're safe. We got to make sure they're not destroying the environment. Huge issue.
John, we could spend the rest of the night talking about issues, but I want to have you step back a little bit. Now, you've been in the legislature for a long time. Are you still happy that you're working over there? Do you get a satisfaction from it?
It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done and the most frustrating thing I've ever done, all rolled into one. Very frustrated at times. I feel good about some things. 20 years ago, I was talking about how maybe we should treat all people equally, same-sex marriage and so on. And those things, we make progress on some things. But unfortunately, you feel you're beating your head against a wall when you know public opinion is with you on something. Common sense is on your side on something, and yet because of the money or whatever in politics happens, it gets corrupted, and we don't accomplish things that we know better. We know how to address these things, and we won't. So yeah, it's extremely frustrating, but you got to remember when you have a victory that might not have happened if you weren't there, it's worth it.
Democratic Visions is independently crafted by volunteers, mostly Democrats, from Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Edina, and Bloomington.
You can comment on what we do here at the following email address.
That's democraticvisions@gmail.com.
Say that address again, please.
No problem. democraticvisions@gmail.com.